So, hey friends, I wanted to jump on, and this is actually my first live, so I wanted to jump on really quickly and catch up with all of you. So I'm going to quickly see if I can figure this out. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so it looks like I'm figuring this out. And Valdomira, Pineapple, hi. So I'm trying to figure this out. This is my first live, and I wanted to sit down with you guys today. Tonight is Friday evening, and hi, Sun and Moon Crafts and Creations, and the Morin. It's so far away. I'm so sorry. Morinos. Hi. So we got snow here today in St. Louis, Missouri, and they're calling for like a ton of snow. Hi, Nancy. Oh, I know. So I want to talk about the candles also. Hi, Dell. So we got a ton of snow here today, which they were predicting, but we got a lot of it really fast. And so we are snowed in right now. Hi, Shirley and Catherine. We are officially snowed in. I think the last actual news that I saw said that we were at, I think about 8 inches, 9 inches. And I know in other parts of the world where, hi, Sean, my husband just joined the live chat from somewhere in the house. So, but I know in some areas that's nothing. I mean, because, you know, you get a lot of snow, but we're not used to that. We don't get a lot of snow here. We haven't for the last few years. We have it now, so we are officially snowed in tonight, and hopefully it's supposed to be like a 48-hour thing, and then it will go away, hopefully. So, hi, Grandma Cheap Cheap. I'm trying to watch everybody. Charlene, as you're coming on. So, as you all know, or many of you know that follow me on social media especially, my candles, my product brand came in today. Hi, Sherry. The live chat. Oh, can't wait to order the candles. Yes, so I'm going to talk about that. So the candles came in, I'm losing track of my days even. They arrived a few days ago, and yesterday I had shared on social media that the candles were going to be going online and that they were also going to be in a retail space here. So let me back up and go back to my last video where I shared with all of you that I started my own product label, my own private brand of home fragrances. It's the At Home with Zane Home Fragrance Collection. Hi, Becky. And originally it was going to go in 3 different retail stores here locally. Hi, Kathy. And also online. Well, at the 11th hour, of course, as is with most things that happen, at the very last minute, practically, I was approached by I had a different opportunity come up to display the candles here locally. Hi, Tabitha. Instead of having them in 3 different retail locations that were all separate, I was going to be at one location locally where it was going to be very easy to guide people on where to go. They wouldn't have to be running all over the place. And so that changed, and I ended up going with a different retail space locally, which was much closer to our home, and it just was a better fit for the type of the candles and things like that. So the shipment came in, and we ordered a large quantity of the candles. Hi, Irma. Thank you. To go online. And then we also did a separate order. We ordered them all together, but we divided up the quantities to go online and then also to go in the retail space. So we already knew how much was going in the retail space because that was already decided on and accounted for. So we then took what was left and said, these are the quantities that are going to go online for everyone to have the opportunity to go on and purchase them. So we set it up on the website to go live yesterday around, I think it was around 11 o'clock, so that people could go on and start making their purchases. And I was actually at the doctor's office, and I was in the waiting room. And so we set it up the night before to go live so I wouldn't have to manually do anything. Hi, Cosmo. I'm so excited for all your success. Thank you so much, friend. I'm excited for it too. Hi, Jody. So here I am. I'm sitting in the doctor's office in the waiting room, and my phone went off to let me know that the candles were now live on my website. So I immediately went to social media to start letting people know that they were live. You sold out because we all love you. Thank you, Catherine. I love all of you as well. I'm so like completely taken back at what has happened. So immediately while I was still in the doctor's office waiting room, I started typing up my message for social media to get it out on Facebook, Instagram, and then my own personal Facebook page. So, hi, Mildred. In the 3 minutes that it took me to get that typed up and get it out on social media, here I am thinking, I'm getting it out on social media right away. Everyone's going to have the opportunity to run right over and start shopping, and it's going to be, wonderful. So many people that have been wanting the candles are going to be able to get them. Fabulous. I'm calm. I'm at the doctor's office. I'm posting. I'm done. I go into the doctor to see the doctor, and I come out and I have all these messages saying there's no candles, like they're gone. In the 3 minutes it took me to post on social media that the candles were already live, they sold out in 3 minutes. And we did not start with a small quantity of like even 100 candles. Cosmo Kid, love your new Christmas trees and all your new furniture. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hi, Goat Mama. Thank you. And Mildred. So I was like, something has to be wrong. So I went on and I looked. Every candle in every scent sold out in 3 minutes. So since I was out and I was at the doctor's office, and then I had to go, I had a lot of stuff to do yesterday because we took my business, because I have a business license and I've been a business for a long time. Yes, the candles sold out, Karen, online. Yeah, the day they went, in 3 minutes, they were gone. So I had a lot to do. I went to the bank and I knew that I couldn't go. I didn't have the time to look at the analytics on the website to see, what happened, like where people came from and how many people were there, and like, were people just, you know, kind of like pitching tents more or less, waiting for them to go live. I just couldn't imagine why they went so quickly. So I went to the bank and I did all the banking I had to do, because my At Home with Zane is a business. It's an actual company, and we changed it from being a sole proprietor to an LLC. And so my husband is an accountant, and thank you, Nancy. So after we closed the store and last year was done, going into this year, we changed me from a sole proprietor to a LLC, At Home with Zane LLC. So we had to get all my new licenses in Missouri and all of this stuff. So I had to go to the bank to change my business bank account to say At Home with Zane instead of, you know, Zane Redfern doing business as At Home with Zane. So I'm sitting in the bank and it's taking forever. They told me it's going to be like an hour because we have to get you a new debit card and we have to get new checks, and all this stuff was happening. And I needed to get from there to the retail space because my car was full of all the boxes to get to the retail space. Thank you so much. So I'm texting with my husband while I'm at the bank, and he's at work, so there's not much that he can do, you know, as far as giving me answers, but I'm like, everything sold out. Everything online sold out. And, you know, people, nobody was like angry. They were just like, oh my gosh, I missed out. Like, I saw your message. I went over online and literally they're gone. I do have a wonderful husband. Loved his gift to you with all the money in the boxes. Oh yeah, that's something he does to me like every Christmas. It's not always money, but he always makes me earn whatever that gift is. So he is really, really wonderful. And he is sort of the, he's the one that handles most of like the technological side of the business. And he also handles, obviously, the taxes and stuff like that. So I'm sitting at the bank and I am now getting all these messages that I'm trying to respond to, because any of you that have been following me for a long time, you know that I'm very engaging and I want to get people answers and I want to be responsive and all those things. So, you know, I'm very engaging, and I obviously wanted to make sure that everyone knew that I was aware that they sold out, and, you know, I wanted to apologize to those people who didn't get them. But at the same time, my interest level was peaked. I wanted to know like the analytics. And so while I'm at the bank trying to switch over our account, I'm texting Sean saying, what can you tell me? And I've got to get out of here. Oh, I'm so glad your daughter enjoys my videos, Pineapple. That's so sweet. We're both so warm and friendly. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. You guys have no idea how completely grateful and overwhelmed. And if you follow me on social media, you know I shared a long, lengthy post yesterday about how grateful I am to all of you. And so I'm wrapping up at the bank and I need to get over to the retail space. So I get over to the retail space and I'm setting up the candles that are going there. And if you haven't seen, I did share in the community section, and I also did, I shared in the community section what the retail space looks like. And then I did share on the At Home with Zane Facebook page. And if you don't follow me on social media and you have the means to, please check that out, because I share a lot of stuff over there that's not in the form of a video. So I want to get that out there now while you're here. So I get the retail space set up. I've got it all the way that I want it to be. It looks beautiful. Finally, last night, and I'm dying here. I'm going, I want to know what happened. Like, how did we end up selling out? I mean, this was like one of my YouTube subscribers said, that's like a Kardashian sale, you know, as quickly as everything sold. So we get home and Sean and I in the evening started pulling the analytics. At the time that the candles went live, around 11 something a.m. Central Standard Time, there was 1,773 people on the website at that moment. So I don't know if people were waiting to watching it all day to see when they went live. 1,773 people were all on the website. So it was no wonder when I found that out why they went so fast. Because when there were over 1,700 people just sitting there on the website at the time, they obviously saw right away the home fragrance collection was available. And so in that 3-minute time window, they all sold out. So I also started looking at some of the analytics as to where people were from. And it was amazing to me. There were people from all over. Thank you, Kathy. It is absolutely amazing. And we actually, there were 3 different scents, as you know. There still is lavender, vanilla, and citrus basil. We ordered 1,000 candles to go online. So all those sold out, and within 3 minutes. So it isn't even like we started out with, like I said, 20 candles. There was a significant amount there. So what I found was when I was able to start going and looking at the orders, so many people, we had 1,000 total candles, Sharon. So we divided them up. I can't do the math in my head right now, but we divided them up in equal quantities for the different scents that we had. It was like, we had some that we still had to go in the retail space that we accounted for in the ones that went online. But when it was all said and done, there was 1,000 candles total. So I'm thinking that's going to take weeks for those to sell out, or even a month or so. And they were gone. So what I noticed was that so many people, I wasn't upset when told sold out. I appreciate that. I know a lot of people were disappointed because, if you didn't get them and you wanted them, but I was also really happy that so many people, weren't angry. How about room sprays or linen sprays? We are going to offer those. So what I noticed was people ordered multiples, like one person would order 6 candles. So a lot of people bought multiples of the candles. And so one of the things that I want to share with you guys, and I didn't bring a candle in here with me, but I did want to make sure to have one still here. So let me grab it really quickly. Okay, so sorry about that. Like I said, this is live, so if it was not, this would be much more better orchestrated. So as you all know, here is the box, and on the outside it has this the label that tells you what the scent is. Citrus basil is this one, and it's an 11-ounce soy wax candle. Thank you. I love the packaging too. I curated this entire line myself. So then down here it has the website. This box alone is worth buying because I'm a packaging person and I'm an addict. I buy things just because of the way they're packaged sometimes. And then I'm like, I don't even really like what's inside. Thank you. I really am very impressed with the packaging. So I'm going to show you guys. The box slides on to the top. So it's a very heavy, thick box. And then inside the box, not only do you get the candle, which I'll get to in a second, you also get this insert. So the candle isn't flopping around inside the box. It is very, very well packaged. Thank you, Mildred. And thank you. So the candle drops down inside and it stays stationary. And I love that. So the candle itself, here is my logo. And it says At Home with Zane with the little house and then my initials. And then they all are going to have the black lid. And then, of course, there's soy wax. So thank you. I really, really did try to be very, very, very mindful when I was doing the packaging. I wanted something that was going to look very, very classy and simplistic, but I also wanted these to be gift ready. I wanted it to just be a gift and go. I wanted you to be able to say, here's a housewarming gift. I did some studies when this all came about, and studies showed that the second largest go-to gift are candles for housewarmings, for birthdays, you know, special occasions. It went wine, candles, flowers, chocolates, and gift cards. Those are the top 5 gifts that people give as a go-to gift. So what I wanted was something that you could give that would be beautifully packaged, and that you could gift very, very easily. And so this is what it looks like for those of you who maybe haven't actually seen it. So when we started the line, the product line, I said I want to do a line of home fragrances. I want to start with candles, and then we'll move into the wax melts. We'll move into linen sprays. There are over 1,000, probably in the thousands of different scents to choose from. And so they are great bridal presents, Grandma. They are very, very good for that. So there's a ton of scents. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to start with, yes, they're great Valentine's gifts, Sharon. I wanted to start with 3 scents and launch with that, and those would be our introductory scents. Just wonder if you sent out any PR packages to fellow YouTube influencers. No, I have not done that. One of the things that was really important to me was that the actual, not only was the candle itself quality, but I wanted to make sure that the packaging was quality. And then, like I said, the candle itself was attractive. This is all natural. They don't use dyes, chemicals, anything like that. They're just beautiful, beautiful candles. And so the lavender, the vanilla, and then the citrus basil. You're impatient, Tabitha. So we are working right now on placing another order. And we're going to have to order more this time than we did the last time. Because, I mean, in all honesty, you guys, I really thought there's no way that many candles are going to sell out that quickly. You have an aesthetic sense. Everything is so purposeful and thought out. Oh, thank you so much. So we haven't done anything like gift wrapping because I want everyone to get the same candle and for it to follow the brand, and then for you to be able to do what you want to with it. So what I did do at the retail location, I do plan to do a giveaway. I will definitely be doing that. But what we did at the retail location is I took, yes, it does have that New Jersey touch, because they did an amazing job. But one of the things that I did is I took some black satin ribbon and I just simply tied a black satin ribbon around the top of it for the displays. So if you haven't looked in the community tab, if you have not, Apple Scents, Davida, they do have Apple Scents. And so we're kind of, I'm so excited about it, and so are all of you, and so we're like all over the place, and I love it. They do have Apple Scents, and so what I'm going to do is the lavender, the vanilla, and the citrus basil, those were all phenomenal. I just want to know if my feelings are going to be hurt if, say, months. It's not going to be months. I can tell you, we started working on it right away, as soon as I realized that there was obviously an interest in them. But what I want to do is we're definitely going to stick with these 3 scents because I wanted to be able to gauge what the interest was in it. So many people are overly ecstatic about the citrus basil, and let me tell you, it is amazing. But so is the lavender, and so is the vanilla. They are already so beautifully packaged already. All you need is a ribbon. That's exactly right. And when you look at some of the pictures that I posted on social media today, you can see that just a beautiful plain black satin ribbon looks gorgeous on there with the black and white sort of story that is told here. I wanted to keep everything very, very, very simplistic and elegant because here's the deal. I've done this myself. Your work hours are so long. Yes, be sure to check on social media. So here's what I've done in the past is I have gone out and I've bought a candle at HomeGoods because I liked the way it looked. And then I brought it home and it stuck out like a beacon in the room. And I was like, that doesn't go with a thing in this house. So why in the world did I pick that? Not because I loved the scent, not because I, thought it was some great quality candle. I just liked the way it looked. Well, what I wanted with this particular line and my candles is I wanted them to go no matter what your decor style is. If your decor style is modern, this will go. If it's contemporary, this will go. If it's farmhouse, this will go. Traditional, this will go. No matter what, you cannot go wrong with the natural wax, the black. You can't go wrong with it. And so I wanted it to be timeless and classic and beautiful, but also smell really well. And I know some people have asked if they are heavily scented. Thank you so much, Nancy, and thank you, Tabitha. They have the most beautiful scent. All of them, they're not candles that you pick up and go, I can't smell them. They're not candles that you can't smell when they're burning. They all smell right to the nose, and while they're burning, you can smell them. They have a very light, beautiful fragrance. Something that I learned in the process of all of this is that And I never really put two and two together because I've never done this before. But I know I've purchased candles in the past, and when I get them home, like when I'm in the store, I open the candle and it's just wafting out, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna smell up my whole house. And I get it home and I can't smell it. I found out that actually the stronger the candle scent is when you lift the lid, the less it's going to smell when it's burning. This company makes candles for L'Oreal Cosmetics. They make candles for some of the most popular and high-end hotels across the country. Some of the largest corporations in the country as well. So they know what they're doing. And they really did a beautiful, tremendous job on every piece of this candle. There is the warning label on the bottom. I mean, the natural look, no stone unturned. I wanted to make sure that whatever candle I had my name on was going to be something that you guys would be able to use regardless of your decor style. And then of course, the packaging that had to happen. So they will be back online. Right now I did their typical price is $24.99. I did a introductory price of $19.99, which was 20% off. Again, I have a lot of people that I'm working with who are professionals in the industry of marketing. They know this business. And so, just in case he says they're available now, will you offer a wooden wick? They do have wooden wicks. Right now, these are all soy candles, and they do have the cotton wick, but they do have wood wicks, and I am going to try those. The only thing that I don't like about wood wicks, and why I didn't go to those right away, is that they're difficult to trim. And even if a candle is soy, the wick still needs to be trimmed back so that you don't get soot. Because once it burns, it turns black, and then you need to be able to trim it back. And on the wood wick candles, it's much more difficult to just snip that off. So I personally myself am not a huge fan of the wood wicks, but I know a lot of people are. And so, okay, Zane, you are out of control with your greatness. Hi, you're so sweet. Yes, Irma, I love soy candles as well. These are hand poured and they are beautiful. They smell beautifully. You came in 2019 showing out. Thank you, Mitzi. I'm overwhelmed with it. I am honestly so happy with how things are going. So the other thing is we are going to go into wax melts. I am going to introduce new scents into the collection. And, okay, good night, Pineapple. Have a great day. Thank you. Have a great evening. Yes, Goat Mama. That's my thing, too, about the wood wicks. As I was saying, like with the soot, you can't necessarily trim those very easily. And so that was really the only drawback to why I didn't go there. Hi, Jamie. And so I really prefer to stick with the cotton wicks because you can trim them back and then you don't get the soot and they always stay beautiful. But we are going to introduce new scents as we move along. And then I'm also going to move into, as I said, wax melts. And then I'm so excited about this because I love linen and room sprays. We are going to offer linen and room sprays. And here's something that's wonderful. This company, the wax melts, yes, Nancy, I am a wax melt. I have wax melt burners going in our house all the time, and I love them. So this company has tested their product so that the room and linen sprays are also safe for the skin. So you can use them as a cologne or body spray as well. And they do offer so many wonderful, wonderful scents. So, you know, we're talking, you know, they offer baby powder, they offer clean cotton, linen, they offer musk. They have just a variety of different scents. And then, of course, I will... Maxwell Melts, I'm going to start saving for your products. I have a jar that says At Home with Zane. Aw, you're so sweet. I love that. So we will move into both of those things eventually. So you are able to actually purchase the products here locally. So if there's anyone watching locally, I shared with you where you can go to the retail location to get them here. But we will have them back online. I am hoping sooner rather than later because the quantity that I'm ordering is going to be larger. The turnaround time to get them is going to be a little bit longer, but the turnaround time is not bad. So this was a So We Can Spray At Home with Zane as a perfume. You will be able to. You'll be able to choose out of the scents, and then they're also body colognes. They'll, you know, have my name on them, of course, because it's my brand, and I'm going to curate every inch of this line myself. I'm going to, just as I did with the packaging and the boxes and the candles, you know, this label here, I'll hold it up a little closer. This was designed by myself and my husband. The logo was designed by a company. I've had that logo for a couple of years, but then I went on and I said, because out of the candle jars, I could have gotten white, it's kind of like an opaque. I could have chosen black. I could have gotten purple, yellow, orange, red. I could have chosen different color waxes. But I wanted it to be all natural looking and simplistic and beautiful and extremely high-end and luxe. And so I'm working with brand managers and a lot of people who are very well versed in the industry regarding home fragrances and candles. And I'm looking for their guidance in terms of, you know, cost and pricing and things like that. They were actually not in love with the idea that I wanted to do these for $24.99. They're 11 ounces, by the way. I don't know. It says that, you know, here on the box, and it says it in different places, but it's an 11-ounce candle. And so they said, you know, based on the market and based on, you know, the quality and everything that you're getting here, you're getting the box, you're getting the insert, you're getting the quality, it's natural, it's soy, it's all those things that you'd expect in a high quality candle. They really thought that it should have been priced at a higher price, and that also I shouldn't have launched with an introductory price. But since I am in control, I nixed all of that and I did what I wanted to. And, you know, of course, they let me because this is my brand. It's my line. I can do whatever I want. So I'm so thrilled that the interest was there, because when we launched them online and when I started making the announcements, I don't know what all Sean is saying, but I'm glad that he's interacting, because these are going by so quickly. And you know what? QVC, you brought that up. So you are like the 15th person that has said that. And actually, I said to myself, if you're not going to work on QVC, you're going to sell your products on QVC. And I am claiming that and believing that 100%. At some point, these will be on QVC. I have already claimed it. So I just wanted to say that when we put these out there, I did it as sort of a soft launch to see. Thank you so much, Kendra. I appreciate that. To see if there was an interest, and there is. There's a huge interest, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so overwhelmed by this, you guys. You can't even express to you how excited I am and how humbled and grateful, because all of you know how hard I've worked on the store, and that turned out to be a success. And then when I got this sort of message that it was time to let the store go at the end of 2018, I thought, so what now? Thank you. I appreciate everyone that says that I deserve it. And oh, your voice and face say it all. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I love all of you, Irma. Yeah, like I said, this is a little bit far away, so I apologize if I'm saying names wrong, but I am trying to watch it. I didn't know what I was going to do when we decided to close the store, because the store was going so well, and I felt like, you know, I'm letting this go, but at the end of the day, something great came along right after that. And so, you know, I truly believe that the store was an experience for me. I learned a lot from that. And I don't look backwards. I try to look forwards in life. And the fact that this opportunity presented itself to me is not a coincidence. I have been speaking this and claiming it and praying about it, and having my own product line was something that I wanted, and I was hoping for and praying for and believing for. I watch a handful of your YouTubers nowadays, but Zane is down to earth. Oh, I appreciate that so much. And so on my vision board, one of the things that I've had for years is I want my own product line, and here it is. And so eventually I can tell you that the goal is that this will go into other things outside of just the home fragrance line. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It will go outside of the home fragrance line collection, but that's what we started with, because everybody loves candles, most everyone. The other thing, by the way, while we're talking about this, we are going to offer an unscented candle for those of you who love to have a candle burning, but you're sensitive to scent and smell, which would be my little sister. She loves candles, but they give her a headache. And so we are going to offer a unscented candle. Thank you so much. So that all of you who have that sensitivity to smell will still be able to enjoy the candle. And also, whenever you are doing a dinner party, it's best to burn an unscented candle, because the candle isn't competing with the scent of the food, which is what you want when you're entertaining, is for your guests to smell that beautiful aroma of the meal or the food that you're preparing. So we are going to offer an unscented candle as well. I've definitely taken that into consideration. So at some point outside of the home fragrance collection, we will start offering other things that are home decor related. That is the plan, is that this is going to be a line of home decor stuff. Now, when I had the store, I opened it up to a wider range of things like handbags and fashion jewelry, florals, things like that. And it worked really well and it went wonderfully, but I really want this to be a very specific line of home decor. And then companion pieces to the home decor. So I see somewhere down the line having linens. I see somewhere down the line having, you know, accessories and things like that. All your gifts that you have in your manifesting. I'm so proud of you and Sean. Thank you so much, Grandma Cheap Cheap. So I just wanted to hop on and do a live because I wanted to interact with all of you personally about what happened and where we were when the candles all sold out versus just doing a video and then having everybody comment on it. I wanted to do this one-on-one relationship because I know a lot of you did go on, you did try to purchase them, and they were sold out. Hello. Hi, Carol from California. So I did want to make sure. Thank you, Lori. Yes, Lori. Okay, so Creative Lori, the other day, she and I were talking, and she said, oh, you just must try to go live. I love going live. And so our lights are on timers, and as you saw, that just went off, so that's not like a ghost or anything. It's on a timer. But she was like, oh, yes, you must try to go live. So yes, Lori, you talked me into it. But given the situation and the fact that, you know, the candles sold out and people had questions, I really wanted to sit down as if I was sitting in a room with all of you and answer some of those questions and then explain to all of you, you know, what happened. And it wasn't anything that happened in a bad way. It was just like so quickly, all of a sudden, the candles were gone. And so I wanted to let you guys know that they will be back. Something that I wanted to also say is, if you saw the candles on there, you saw the introductory price. When they come back, there still will be that introductory price. I'm going to maintain that for through the month of February. So the rest of January, the month of February, they will still be at the introductory price of $19.99. And then there is shipping. So when you look, make sure that you select the right candle. Make sure that you put in the right information of where you want your candle shipped to. And I want to say that you can buy the candle, but have it shipped to someone else. You can do what's called a buy to, ship to. So if you wanted to buy the candle and send it to, you know, your sister as a gift, you can pay for the candle and you can have it shipped to someone else. So that's a wonderful, wonderful option. That sounds wonderful, Zane. Can't wait to order one. Thank you, Nancy. I would like to know what some of you all are thinking is your favorite scent, because I'm holding the citrus basil right now and it's wonderful. And I was like, wow. When they sent me the samples of the candles I said I wanted to test, citrus basil, yes, it is amazing. You like lemon, Mildred? I do too. I love like a lemon, Meyer lemon. Lori, you liked the basil citrus? Yes. Lavender, lavender, vanilla, those are great go-tos. But the citrus basil is absolutely amazing. So I have, because my husband just walked them out here to me, I have the vanilla here. They all look the same, but you know, on the box, it will say vanilla. And then the lavender here will say lavender. Thank you, Lori. And the 11 ounces. So I have to try the citrus basil. Absolutely. When I heard and when I was reading about it, I thought, I'm not so certain about this. I don't know for sure if I can get behind citrus basil. But when they sent it and I sampled it, I was like, oh, this is delightful. We'll do eucalyptus. yes, we will have eucalyptus as well. That is one of the scents. So I did not know at the time. Yes, Davida, I was like, I don't know if I can get behind citrus basil, but it is a beautiful, beautiful scent. And I think it would be fabulous to use anywhere in your home. But I didn't know at the time that I chose these three, that they were top selling candle scents. This company keeps track of what are their top sellers, and these three were. And I didn't know that at the time, but I do know now. A citrus basil martini as I watch this. Well, you should. I'm jealous. I wish I had one. I would love that. So I went into the retail space today. So I'll tell you a little bit about that really quickly. I went into the retail location because I wanted to add some ribbon, some black ribbon to the top of the boxes. And please check out the community section where I shared photos of my retail, the retail space. Because on top, I have these large, grand cloches, and underneath the cloches is a candle, and then behind the candle, which is a tester, you can smell it, behind the tester is the box that goes with it. So I wanted to put a little bit of black satin ribbon around those tester boxes. And so I went in today to do that because when I was there yesterday, I didn't have the ribbon with me. So I went in to put in on the black ribbon, and I was like looking at the case, and I'm like, there's so many gone. And the clerk said, literally minutes before you got here, there was an individual who had come in and purchased one and said that she saw you on Facebook, because we have that contest going on that if you tell them that you saw me on Facebook, you get entered into a drawing to receive a $25 gift card from the retailer. So I was like, I already have to like put some more stock in, you know? So they're doing very well in the retail location as well, which you know, for me is a very big deal, because all of this was a huge leap. And so to go in today and see that people are actually seeing it on Facebook and they're going to this location intentionally to buy the candle just warms my heart so much. And the day they arrived, I have a very good friend who said, I want to be the first person to buy a candle from you. And so she ran over to our house and she bought one of the candles, and she bought the citrus basil, and I am framing the $20 that she gave me for the candle because it was the very first sale that I made. So seems like all of this has taken you back. You deserve it. It really has. I have really been like so busy, but I've also really taken time to take stock in what's actually happening. But when they say, like, when it's time, when it's your time, when, you know, God's ready, you better be ready, because this went so quickly. I was sitting, and actually it was kind of funny because I was talking with a fellow YouTuber with the day that I was waiting for the shipment to arrive, and it was beautiful and sunny out, and I was sitting, actually right now I'm in our front sitting room, and our front door's over here, and I was sitting here, and I felt so funny because I was like stalking the door waiting for FedEx to arrive with my shipment. And while I was waiting for FedEx to arrive, I was telling one of my friends, I said, it's so beautiful out, and I'm waiting for my candles, and I can't wait for them to get here so I can start looking at them, and I can get them in the retail space and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, FedEx shows up. I've got all these boxes in my house. I'm literally going through every single candle, every single one individually, opening the boxes, making sure everything looked good, making sure that the design was right, making sure that it had the inserts. I also insert with every one of them one of my business cards, which is upside down at the moment. So the business cards, they go inside of each of the candle boxes. That way, if you gift it to someone out of state, they will know where they can go online to purchase them if they want to purchase them, or give them to, you know, someone as a gift. So each one has my business card in there with the website address and information on it as well. Yes, very, very, very fabulous. In addition, on my retail counter, I will tag Zane when I get my hands on one. Yes, please do. On the retail space, and I shared this in a previous video, there is, if you watch the video about where I announced the candles, there is a thank you assistant. As I'm speaking, my husband's going in the office and getting stuff for me. Because like I said, this was live, I wasn't prepared. There is an At Home with Zane bio on the retail counter. And it simply outlines for every individual that visits the retail space, they will know. Best assistant ever. He really is. They will know who I am. They'll know my story. They'll know about the company. They'll know about the quality of the candles. All of that right here. So I wanted to make sure to give them a face to go along with the brand, and also to tell them a little bit about my story and how I got started, and how I was led into this. And so I've received a lot of feedback from that being there for people to look at. So that I should have as my own channel. Well, you know, I've been on the news here 3 times, and every time I go on the news, they say, this news station needs to give you your own program. Well, I agree, so I'm not opposed to that at all. So if you can get Fox 2 News in St. Louis, Missouri to give me my own segment, I would love that. But I do plan on trying to make an attempt to go on, and thank you. I want to go for it. I want to go on there, and I'm certain that they will permit me to go on and share my candles. I would be laughing. My hubby was behind the camera. Zane's a pro. So we have 2 sofas in this room. If you've ever watched the video, which you probably have, I am sitting on one and he's sitting across from me, and you know, being my assistant over there, which I appreciate. So anyway, I wanted to hop on. When God's in it, it's all in line perfectly. You said it, Davida, exactly. Who do we talk to at Fox, Mildred? Well, you can reach out to them through their Contact Us, and simply fill out a form and tell them that, you know, you've watched my segments and that you find it to be interesting. But as I said, rather than, you know, put up a video and then have to come back and comment, I really wanted to get it all out there and get intimate with all of you and share this exciting news one-on-one and chat. So Lori, thank you so much for recommending going live. I may try this again sometime in the future. Does it say that?
90 hours.
Oh, 90? Okay. So, by the way, the candles offer 90 hours of burn time, roughly. And I think that's amazing for an 11-ounce candle. Of course, I burn mine. I probably don't get that much time out of mine, but it, you know, it depends on how often you burn them, but 90 hours for an 11-ounce candle is really, I think, great. And the candle is very, it's substantial. I mean, we did not spare any expense when it came to the packaging or the container that the candle is in, and the black lid here, and then of course the beautiful natural wax. And I did share with all of you that it does have the safety label already. No stone unturned, everything thought of there. So whether you want to purchase one of these for yourself, yeah, that is 90 hours does speak volumes of the quality. I agree. Whether you want to buy one for yourself or whether you want to buy them as a gift for someone, as I said before, these are gift ready. Gift and go. Put a bow around it. You know, you could walk right in with this and it's going to present very, very well. So the other thing before I go is we are going to have limited edition candles. And so what that means is when I do a limited edition scent, it will only be offered, as with any limited edition product, it will only be offered for a short amount of time. But the thing that's really awesome about our limited edition candles is that it isn't going to cost you any more than it would to buy a candle that was not. Limited edition, yes. I will do some fragrances that are geared towards seasons, holidays, things like that. And they will be at the regular retail price. After February, they will be at the $24.99 price. But what will happen with the limited edition candles, and this is just a little, this is a kind of a information for all of you. They will still have the beautiful natural wax, the natural color. We're not going to color the wax because, in my opinion, I think colored wax looks cheap, even if it's expensive. It'll be natural wax. It will still have the beautiful logo. It will still be the white, very, very, I'm telling you, guys, I can't get off of the box because this is hard cardboard, good quality packaging. Like, I am a package person. I am drawn to it. Anyway, they will have all of the things that you expect and everything that you've received with the candles that are already offered. But the lid color will be different. So there will be limited edition candles with a gold lid or a silver lid. We're going to change out the lids when we do our limited edition candles. And that's how you'll be able to tell that that was a limited edition. So if you're someone who gets in on those limited edition scents, not only will you have that limited edition scent, you will have the limited edition candle that looks different than the product line standard candles. Thank you, Mildred. To be honest, I have bought some of the most expensive candles. As a matter of fact, my mother for Christmas, and I love Joy Mangano, okay, you guys? I love her. We have the huggable hangers. I shared that on social media. I love her. No stone unturned. Thank you, Lori. You're absolutely right. The limited edition candles are going to be wonderful, Nancy. But my mother bought us, all of her, my siblings and us, a Joy Mangano candle. And it's green and it has a gold lid on it, very beautifully packaged. But I cannot smell that thing to save my life. And it sits right next to my side table in our family room. And I don't know why. And so I called my sister. She got a different scent. And she said, I said, what does your Joy candle smell like? And she goes, I can't smell it. And so my assistant, thank you, assistant. Here's the Joy Mangano candle. And it's beautiful. It's gold. Again, I'm not a fan of the colored glass, but the interior of the candle is just white. And I want to show you something here, okay? This is, and I am not knocking Joy Mangano. I love her. I love her story. She is phenomenal, but I just don't think that these candles do her justice. So here is, her candle has a white. Ours is natural. Look at the difference in terms of the candle color. We went with what is called natural, and I believe this one is obviously white. And I can't smell it, and it makes me sad because I was really expecting that this was going to be, yes, I love the natural look. I was expecting this was just going to aromatize my whole house. So the other thing that I don't like about it is because this is so dark green, I don't see the beautiful flickering flame and the dancing of the gorgeous clear glass through this. All I see is this belly, you know, in the belly of the candle, a little bit of a glow, and that's it. So, like I said, I love Joy. She's obviously more successful than I am, so she's obviously doing something right. But I did not care for this candle. And thank you, Dell. I appreciate that. Let me just tell you, this candle was in the 40s, okay? 40 some dollars from HSN my mom paid for this candle. And I'm not impressed. So, these candles also, by the way, our candles are all made in the USA. There is nothing. When I looked at the bottom of the Joy Mangano candle, it said candle made in the USA, lid made in China. Every single thing you see here comes from the USA. And so, you know, for those of you even who don't live in the US, you can certainly appreciate when you are from the US, having products manufactured right here in your own backyard. And so the company that manufactures these candles, I don't call them and get a 1-800 number. I don't call them and get a customer service. You've been placed on hold. Thank you for calling us. Someone will be with you. They answer the phone, like the owners answer, and I talk to them. So there's a real relationship built there. And that's so, so, so important. You love peach ginger. I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Felicia. I will try to do more live videos, and I will have my assistant maybe sometimes step in. And keeping the workers employed. Thank you so much, Grandma Chief Chief. That's absolutely right. And this company, they've been around forever. You know, the company that is, how much is the spray? I don't know how much we're going to offer the spray for yet, Lori, because I don't know what the cost is going to be to package it and put it together. But I can say that you will have the same quality. It will be 500 milliliters, I want to say, is the bottle size. And it will be clear glass, and it will have a silver sprayer. I have already looked into this. This is in discussion. So unless I change my mind and choose something else, that's going to be the anticipation. And then, of course, the boxes will mirror the candle in terms of, you know, the design. The candle, not the candle. I don't even know what time it is. I'm so tired. The label on the clear glass cologne linen spray bottle will be the AtHomeWithZane logo. And then, of course, you'll have that beautiful simplistic label, the round one on the front of the box. Can you add cologne scents to your candles? Well, I don't know about adding cologne scents because the candles are scented they're all natural. There are no dyes or no chemicals whatsoever in these candles. And the colognes are actually linen and room sprays, but they've been tested to be safe enough to put on the skin. So when we tested it, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. So I put it on and I wore it out, and now my husband's giving himself props. So I'm giving you props too. So he's like the chief of stuff. So anyway, the colognes are really going to be linen and room sprays, but they really can be worn as a cologne. And the one that I tried as a tester, I chose, and it was really a beautiful, soft scent that absolutely could have gone on for a man or a woman. And I wore it out, and I wore it to, when I was in Starbucks, somebody said, oh my gosh, you smell wonderful. So those will be coming down the pike, and they will have the same beautiful quality that the candles do. But I wanted to have an opportunity to share with you guys. I'd like to totally spray ginger peach everywhere, including on my clothes. Yes, Tabitha, you just want to take a bath in it, and I understand that. I absolutely would love to do the same. Hi, Cindy. The wax melts are still in the works. Yes, they are. But they will be a part of it. They will be coming. And so I just appreciate you guys so much. And, you know, for everything that you guys, you know, have done in terms of expressing interest and the support, obviously, that you've shown me just on my channel in general. Good night, Ella. Thank you for joining. So I wanted to jump on and just say that I appreciate all of you. I'm sorry for those of you who did not get in on the, thank you, Charlene, that didn't get in on the actual first round, but they will be offered again. And then we also will be going to sell candle refills for your product. That way we can always keep them. They won't be refillable. You know, once they're already poured, hand poured into the glass, you will be able to actually clean them out and keep the glass, you know, as a container for something else. But there won't be any way to refill them, unfortunately, because they manufacture them there and they hand pour them. So I wouldn't really be able to get them hand poured and refilled, since they're hand poured into the glass vessel, if that makes sense. Tea lights, yes, that is another thing. We're looking at tea lights. We're looking at pillars. We're looking at tapers. We're looking at doing all of those in the home fragrance collection. You love this chat. Thank you, Charlene. I'm glad that you love it. I'm glad that I'm getting here, having the opportunity to sit down and you know, chat with all of you live in real time, like we're sitting down here in my sitting room chatting. I love it. Zane, and let Sean say hello. Oh, pillars. Yes. I genuinely look forward to your YouTube videos. Thanks for all the hard work and genuine. Thank you, Goat Mama. I appreciate that so much. But I won't stay on too long because, you know, I have shared a wealth of information, probably, you know, more than some people will care to know. But for those of you that missed out, they will be out again. I will make an announcement, just like I did on social media. I also pay attention to my community tab, because if hey, Chick on the Cheap, hi. How are you? I love her channel. Thank you, Lori. I really appreciate that. We must chat soon. But one of the things that I've completely lost my train of thought on now is for those of you that missed out, they will be on here again. And check my communities tab, because oftentimes if I'm gone and I don't have the ability to actually just put together a video and share it, I will put something on the community section, and that's where you'll know, hey, they're live, or, you know, whatever I'm sharing. So you were my, oh, thank you so much, Lady JS. Okay. So I just want to say thank you all so much. We are going to sign off of here because, like I said, it's been a long couple of days. I want you guys to all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I appreciate all of you so much. Yeah, I'm not sure who Clarissa is, and I see a lot of you going after her, but she's a lonely individual, obviously, so she'll be blocked. Don't worry, Clarissa, you won't be back. We don't do drama over here. So bye, Clarissa. Yeah, bye, Clarissa. Have a good evening. Take your negativity somewhere else. See, I just pray for people like her because, you know, they're just miserable and lonely, and they just sit on, you know, YouTube and troll around. And as you all know, I don't do drama. I don't entertain the comments and things like that. But since we're live and she thought she'd want to come for me, I'm going to give it back. She can run on. Bye-bye, Clarissa. She'll be blocked as soon as I'm done. So, I want to say thank you all so much for joining me, and I want to give you all a gigantic big hug for all of your support. I appreciate you guys. Social media, check out my video description for links. Follow me over there, and be sure and stay tuned because I'll share when the candles are back online again. And I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you all so much for joining me. Mwah!